welcome back to On The Collector with me, Jace, and here we are. We're going to do a bit of a tour of the haunt. Can't really call it a room tour because my collection's spread throughout the house. So yeah, I'm not going to sort of go into too much information on each individual piece, guys, because the video will just drag out, and there are literally videos of every single thing in my collection somewhere on this channel. So you just have to, if you want to look at any individual bit more in depth, you just have to find the video relating to it. So yeah, before we crack on with that, just going to go through a couple of things quickly. For those who don't know, yes, I did pre-order the Dead Marshes piece on Friday night, and yeah, after me saying I wasn't going to do 1/6 anymore, but you know what, I've never been so pleased to be sort of proven wrong and to do a complete hypocritical U-turn on a decision I made, because I think it's absolutely superb. I've already discussed it, I don't want to go into it too much, but yeah, I'm really excited to get this piece in. Probably going to be at least a year before we see it, but a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be. But you know what, when I saw the price, I did pause for a second on the button, but then I heard Gandalf in my head go, "You shall not pass," and I thought, good words, wise words there, and I clicked the pre-order, and I'm really chuffed to have, and I can't wait to get it. Yes. One other thing, for those of you who don't know, the Berserker Orc by Prime 1 Studio has been given its edition size. Now, the exclusive has got an edition size of 350. The regular, which is the one I've gone for, edition size of only 100. So, yeah, this obviously is no indication it's going to be shipping anytime soon, guys. Legolas got his edition size, what, about 4 months ago? So I don't know what's going on with them pieces. Absolutely no sign yet of anything shipping from Prime 1. May expect to see delays on quite a few pieces now. But I hope not, but it's looking delay-ish. Okay, without further ado, let's start having a little wander around. Now, I'm going to start upstairs and then work my way back into here. So if you're ready, we'll begin. Okay, so I'm going to start with this is the only bust in my collection. This is a 1/1 scale. It's also the only custom piece I have in my collection. This was made by the fantastic Duke von Goetz. And here's Lurtsy Boy. And just so you can have an idea of just how big this is, all right, mate. He sits literally about 4 or 5 feet from the foot of my bed, so I wake up to him every morning. So I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's move on. So from the biggest piece in my collection to what is currently the most expensive piece in my collection, which is obviously the Escape Off the Road diorama by Weta Workshop. Again, like I say, I'm not going to go too in depth into these pieces individually, guys. There are videos on all of them, but yeah, this sits next to my bed now, and in the background there you can see also from Weta the Middle Earth map, and I had that professionally framed and in my local town, and I asked them for a really old looking frame on it, and I'm not going to tell you how much that cost to get me a frame, but it was a ludicrous amount of money. Anyway, yeah, sorry about this, guys. I'm doing this handheld. So I'll give you all a quick look at the old Escape Off the Road, a bit of a closer zoom in. For me, that horse on this is just absolutely incredible. Just an astounding bit of work on that horse. I hope the light's okay up here, guys. I didn't bring the lights up because I couldn't be asked. And again, the detail there on the back of the Nazgul and all that weathering on the base, and that, for me, that's what works with these Nazgul pieces. And you know, you've got to get the sort of weathering and the tones on them because they are a very basic looking thing otherwise. So there we have it, Escape Off the Road. Fantastic piece, absolutely fantastic. Also, while we're up here, another one of the art prints. I got this one off Sideshow. This one obviously at some point will be displayed behind the Prime 1 Aragorn and King of the Dead piece. And yeah, I'm just waiting for more pieces to come in before I sort of decide where bits and pieces are going to go. It's still something that I'm having to work out as I go. I mean, as I've already said, I mean, I pre-ordered the Dead Marshes yesterday, although I know exactly where I'm going to be putting that. But yeah, another one of my art prints there. I do apologise for the glare here. I made a right balls up when I got these framed. I should have gone for museum glass and I didn't. It's one piece of advice I'd give to anyone: if you're getting your pictures professionally framed, pay the extra money, guys, and go for museum glass. It makes such a difference. I totally ballsed up. But these are the original movie posters. I got these off Art of the Movies. That's www.artofthemovies.co.uk. Highly recommend them. These are the original movie posters, and the more professionally framed, they are huge. You're probably not getting the size difference, but if you look, that's the size of the poster, and that TV there is a 55-inch TV. So yeah, you don't get the full size of these. They literally fill the entire bedroom wall. This was actually my daughter's bedroom, but now it's more of a spare room, so that's why I chuck stuff in it. So yeah, there we go. Sorry about my atrocious handheld camera work here, guys. I wanted to show you these quickly because I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. Okay, next we've got the Prime One Studios Balrog diorama, which is a huge favourite with a lot of people. I actually took a little bit of footage last night when it was darker, so you get more of a LED effect on this, which I'll slip in somewhere on this video. I'm just going to keep waffling now. Sorry if I'm... It's really difficult to actually do one of these room tours and concentrate on what the hell you're saying, because I'm really trying to concentrate on what I'm filming as well. So yeah, I mean, superb piece. I've got the, again, totally ballsed up with the not having the museum glass there. Again, I've had this professionally framed. It's the Bane of Durin art print from Weta. It's again, I did a whole video on the art pieces, guys, if you want more detail on them. I'm not going to waffle on about them now, but anyway, there it is. Absolutely superb. Got the Conan sword there in the background as well. I've got more art prints there in the tubes, which are going to be framed at a later date. There's the original release Predator movie poster, and the other one's the Alien one. So obviously you know what pieces they're going to be going with. Okay, moving down to the superb Bilbo in Bag End. And there he is. I was actually watching Fellowship of the Ring just a couple of days ago, and I was amazed at the very start of it just how absolutely accurate this is. I mean, literally, any of you who've got this, watch the start film. Even all the things on that shelf, even the things on that shelf there, the picture and all the stuff on top of his desk, it's all like mega accurate. I also bought, that's from Weta, as is that, because you do have this. There's the, can you see the picture on there, look, of Martin Freeman? So I had to get that to go with it, you see. And the map's here somewhere as well. Now, all this paperwork and stuff, I don't know if you can tell. It's such a shame because this comes all pristinely clean. So I have actually like screwed all mine up and opened it back up so it does look all sort of as it is in the film, at the start of the film. I was going to be like super anal and look where he's actually thrown the paperwork and do that, but I couldn't be arsed. So yeah. But saying that I'm such a lover of dark characters, you know, and the sinister characters, you all know that now. You know, this is as sort of friendly and as beautiful as you can get, but I absolutely adore this piece. I absolutely adore it. Weta's done such a good job with this. So pleased I got it. So pleased I got it. Next we have the Prime One Studios half-scale Terminator. And this for me is brilliant because it's a box ticked, because I know I don't need to get another Terminator piece, because this for me is the dog's nads. It is such a good piece. It really is. The detail and all that. It's a bit of a nightmare to put together, but that's more because the instructions are just so vague and confusing. I could strip this down and put it back together without the instructions, no problem. I have had a few problems with bits and pieces not sticking in properly. These hoses on the neck, for one. All I do, guys, this is a bit of advice for anyone having issues. I get a little tiny bit of blue tack and just put it on the ends, and it sticks them in lovely. And then obviously the blue tack will just come off if ever you dismantle it or decide to sell the piece. So yeah, sorry I can't get all this in camera without flipping the camera over. I know that balls it up when I edit it. So yeah, there we go. Promo Studios half scale T800 Endo. And I'll quickly show you the bust that I got, the Uruk-hai busts there, along with that art print there, the art print I got off eBay. I can't remember who I bought it off, but I got the busts all second hand, and to be honest, at the time they were more practice for me to do unboxings with, and but I really like how they sit with that art print. I really like. I was going to get rid of them, but I just like the way they sit there. Now, yeah, I know some of you are going to be saying, "Oh, Jason, you don't collect the Hobbit." No, I don't collect the Hobbit, and I know that's Orcrist, but actually, it's not Orcrist. That's an unlicensed piece which was done by Ravenforge. You can find them on Facebook. And it wasn't much money at all, guys, and it's their take on Orcrist. I just love the style and design of that sword. I just love it, and I just had to have it. They had like a discounted sale on, and I just snapped it up, and I just love the way it looks on my fireplace. Okay, moving along, we've got the Weta Workshop Uruk-hai. Is it Captain's Helm? I think it's Captain's Helm there, which I got recently. Obviously, there's my Comic-Con pictures with Miranda Otto and Brad Dourif. Star Ace Toys Witch King, and Iron Studios Nazgul, and that's Middle Earth, but that's on that New Zealand sterling steel. I got that off Sideshow quite some time ago. Background, we got the art print from Weta Workshop of the Argonath, and then we've got, I think, my most recent acquisition, which is the Prime Studios Aragorn piece, which way surpassed my expectations of it, and I think it has done most other people who have got this piece. There's the thing that caused all the controversy, the portrait. Don't know how good that's coming out on here, guys. Absolutely splendid piece. And I'm one of the, I do like what they've done with this base. I know a lot of people don't, but for me it's pretty cool. I do like it. Moving down, we've got Lurtz, another Weta Workshop art print at the back. That's looking over the Rohan, I think it is. And say Lurtz himself, I absolutely love Lurtz himself. I'm sorry, guys, the LEDs are switching colours here. I should probably have left them off. Still can't abide that base. I'm not going to look at it, actually. It bugs me so much. How can they do something as good as Lurtz and then balls up on that? Really, really, really disappointing. So yeah, there's Lurtzy boy. On the bottom, I've got the Weta Workshop 1/6 scale Nazgul, who actually Big Tone has expressed interest in buying that off me, and I've agreed he can if he wishes to. So he might not be here for too much longer. They need the space anyway. Sauron's Finger, which obviously came as part of the EX version of this guy. Arguably one of the best, well, the best statue, standalone statue I've ever bought. I absolutely adore this piece. It was the first Lord of the Rings piece to arrive, and it will never leave my collection. From what I can see, I just love it too much. I love the base. I mean, them skulls are just so well done, and all this detritus and stuff, it's all individually so good. Again, if you go onto the video of this, guys, I go into far more in depth with it. I don't want to spend ages waffling about each individual piece on here, but I just can't begin to tell you. If any of you don't have this, it's just so good. It's just, and he's huge. He is absolutely huge. I mean, I measured it, and I think he stands literally a couple of inches shorter than the half-scale Terminator stands. Just to give you a comment, if you look where his head is on the mantelpiece, look, and follow the mantelpiece across and go to, do you see what I mean? He's huge. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love that piece. And finally, again, this is from Ravenforge, which is their take on Theoden's sword, which I've got mounted here. Which I think the swords, one of the greatest things about the Lord of the Rings stuff is, especially when you see the UC stuff, I see people's collections of the weapons mounted on the walls. They just look so impressive. So impressive. Okay, so there we go, a bit of a mishmash round. I'm sorry, it's really difficult to be walking around and concentrating on holding the camera and talking at the same time and thinking what I've got to say. So I'm sorry if it was a bit of shaky camera work and I was a bit blah 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 here, there and everywhere, but that is sort of a halfway through the year tour of where I am so far with my collection. So I'll do another one at the end of the year and hopefully I'll have improved a little bit by then. So I'm just being distracted by things I didn't film, but they could be saved for next time. Yeah, but that's the majority of the stuff. It's not everything, but that's the majority of my stuff. It's certainly covered all the major big pieces anyway that I've got, and so I hope you all enjoyed that. And I apologise if it was a little bit shaky and a little bit, I was losing concentration in places. So anyway, there we go. Moving forward for the rest of the week. This coming Friday is the cut-off date for the character bios that some of you do. I've had quite a few through already. Some of them, I've got to say, I have been mega impressed with your creativity and your writing styles and all that. And I know there's at least 2 or 3 people who've messaged to say that theirs is coming. So you've got till end of play this coming Friday, guys, to get them to me. And just to reiterate, you can put them in the comment section of that video, the actual Bilbo's pipe video. Or if you prefer to message them to me, a lot of people have been messaging me, you can message them on Facebook, you can message them on Instagram and my personal Facebook. If you've got my mobile, you can email them, whichever way you choose to do. I'll leave that up to you. But thank you to everyone who so far has sent theirs in. Brilliant work. So that'll be on Saturday, and then I've got another video coming, which I'll try and do midweek. I'll try and get it done midweek if I can. Okay, that's it from me for this video. If you've enjoyed the tour, please show it by giving the video a like, please. Anything you want to ask or discuss, please stick it in the comment section below. I assure you I'll get back to you. Every single piece that I've covered in this video does have its own separate video that you can go and look at and get more information on. I didn't want to be spending too long babbling through this because I wanted to try and keep this video around about 20 minutes long, which I'm sure as I'm sat here talking is probably well beyond that. And yeah, that's it really, apart from obviously if you haven't done so already or you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. It'd be really appreciative, and I hope all of you have a great week ahead, and I shall catch you all on the next video. Cheers as ever, guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra a bit.